Many parts of the country have been getting above average rainfall. In some parts of Turkana County, there hasn't been even a drop of rain for many long months. And when the rains fail, communities begin to starve. In other parts of the county, however, communities have found a lifeline in agriculture. And TV's Leila Mohammed paints us a picture of the two faces of Turkana County.
The exodus of herds of cattle, sheep, goats and camels, in rhythm with the weather patterns, is nothing new in the driest parts of the country's north. Shrubs and scattered trees are imprinted on a windswept land. Despite the harsh embrace of the searing heat from the sun, the pastoralists and their herds march on. They are on a long trek in search of scarce water and pasture. These lands wear the scars of the drought and the silent testimonies of its latest assault. Their cattle are their life savings, most valued and fiercely protected. But the persistent drought has cut their wealth in almost half, and with the dry spell not letting up, the community is getting desperate.
Sasa nakubukupa saa yote. Sasa mwisho hii kiasi mimi ndio hiyo tena napata hawa. Kwa sababu nategemeo ni hiyo ndio shamba yangu nalima.
Mali yetu hapa imeisha kwa sababu ya hakuna nyasi na maji.
In the homesteads, the women prepare what seems to be the only decent serving they can manage: wild fruits. They will use the little energy left to pierce through the tough skins and feed their hungry waiting babies. Once the skins are off, they will pound the flesh of the fruit to soften it. The juices from it will feed the young animals and carry them through the next few days. Those scorched lands in Kenya's north, there hasn't been any rain in many long months. For the last 1 year, the community's livelihoods have crumbled to dust. Now, hunger stalks them. In this village, lack of proper nutrition has left the vulnerable among them severely malnourished. On this day, the women gather patiently to receive medical care and some food supplies that will carry them through the next tough days. Here at the NAKATUNGWA dispensary, this mother and her baby are being attended to by healthcare workers.
The drought has really hit so many people here, and to narrow down to my facility, as we speak of taking care of 200 pregnant and lactating women and 65 under 5 children. So the malnutrition case is really affecting this area.
After being attended to by doctors, they will then get their food rations to take home.
The drought situation, as we know, has affected 2.4 million people, and 2.4 people are facing acute water and food crisis. In Turkana County, we are looking into 185,000 people affected by the drought situation and facing acute water and food shortage.
It is a cry for help from a community poised on the edge of destruction.
Naomba tu Mungu na serikali yetu aweze kusaidia kwa chakula kama hii. Kukosa kusaidia sijui maisha yangu sijatakuwa namna gani. Hapo tu ndio naomba. Namba kwa sababu mimi saa hii sina jina, nazumbua hii mama, nazumbua mwingine, nazumbua na hiyo gunia moja hiyo naija. Sasa hapa mimi naye nipate niweze kuzoea jirani nyingine. hiyo ingine apate, hiyo ingine. Hata mtu mmoja anapata, wajirani yote, watoto yote, nachukua yangu hiyo, naija kabla ya siku 3. Kwa sababu mimi sikuli na hao wabaki.
For these women, the walk back home is long and torturous, but at least they won't be going back empty-handed.
The county government is also supporting the same emergencies through relief county food. The support is going to the population of this ward, and the ward population as 2019 census. This ward moved from 20,983 to 39,423 population. So it goes to such a population, although some areas were not targeted.
While hardship marks daily life in many parts of the vast Turkana County, these lush farms typify the dual extremes that frame this county. The flourishing vegetable farms are a contrast to the perched dusty craters that dot parts of this county. While the collard greens are ready for harvest, the maize is still maturing. On the NAMAKAT Farmer Community Project, members tend to a wide range of food crops.
Hapa kulikuwa na kiangazi. Watu walikuwa wana njaa. Kisima ndio tunatumia, lakini kwa hata hivyo hata watoto wetu saizi wanakula sukuma, wanakula kunde, na hata hizi mandizi huwa inasaidia.
Soon, this mother and child will have bananas to eat. A special meal with indigenous vegetables will enrich many dinner plates in this community.
NAMAKAT people faced drought situation in 2015. World Vision through WFP came to support the farmers here, around 100 farmers, with training and also micro irrigation infrastructure, diversion boxes and intake. The people are still working on their farms, and we can see they are getting vegetables, bananas to support their families. And so this is the model that we want farmers to embrace.
The boreholes are a lifeline for this community. But they have to make frequent visits to the well with buckets to fetch the cherished commodity.
Kitu kama mapipe utusaidie ili ndio tuendelee, kwa sababu tuko tunajikaza, lakini sasa ile kitu imetupatia ulegevu sana ni hizo vitu. Lakini tunapopata na hata kanal yetu kuna mlango iliharibika, lakini sasa wakati mtu unapojaa kanal maji inayosangia kwa mashamba.
At the start of the last decade, Turkana was among the hard-hit counties by severe drought and climate change. While the community got food donations, others acquired skills to make a living off the land and be self-sufficient. It was a big change for a community that had for years marched with their livestock in search of new life and sustenance. But now they are off on new journeys to find new horizons and new ways to preserve their communities amid the changes all around them. Leila Mohammed, NTV.